got some umpires coming in, looks like.
All right, so did you turn the speaker on?
Yes. I don't know your code.
0 0.
You doing, sir?
Every time I like drain into the women.
Are you gonna be the thingamajig thing? Bro, we watched that game last night. You do good.
Because hey, there's time. I got eye black. Yep. I'll sit right there in the corner.
Are you talking here?
Hey, dude, do me a favor.
You are. You are.
Can I get the mic?
Me sitting right here, I'm gonna leave the bucket open. We'll send it to Jay.
What's up, bro?
One for the missing homie.
You can start talking right now.
Kenneth, you completely screwed me up on that, dog.
It's a beautiful day at Traditions Park, bluebird skies. Second game in the Region 4 tournament. Your Gardendale Rockets will take on the West Point Warriors again tonight. We're looking forward to a great night of baseball at Traditions Park. We got the umpires giving a little direction to the coaches. I have a coin toss again, I believe. And we will be ready to rock and roll shortly. Tonight's game is brought to you by Alabama Linen Company. For all your linen needs, reach out to ALCO, A-L-C-O, Alabama Linen. We also want to thank our sponsor, One Source Heating and Cooling and Electrical. The summertime heat is upon us. That air conditioning system may be ready to bounce around on its last leg. Call One Source Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. It appears we're going to have a pitching change once again for the Rockets. Coach John Eric has mentioned that Coach Chase Hanley will be on the mound tonight. The umpire has arrived at the baseball field with no baseballs. He told the young greenhorn of the batch to go retrieve some baseballs. He's chugging along in his little black form, sweating a little bit, grabbing the baseball. Play. The West Point Warriors are taking the field. Coach is getting them lined up out there. Looks like we'll be going 4 outfielders tonight. We got one laying down already. And Coach says if the ball is hit, we are moving. I'm hoping they are moving. go back him up.
Huh?
I'll go back him up.
They told me before the
Are
game.
you going to back him up?
No, I'm going to get a water.
Okay. They told you what?
He told me, he said they're a strikeout better than that other team.
First up tonight, Mr. Caden Mize, 13 at the plate. On deck is Cooper Hanley, number 22. I'm going to jump out of the way here. Caden Mize starts out with the ball into right field. He's looking on. Shortstop mishandles the ball a little bit. Caden's looking him down and back to one.
Yeah, baby. Here we go.
Cooper Hanley rips the ball straight to the second baseman and runs it out. Got the ball thrown into home plate, and we got timeout. Cooper Hanley on second base, Caden Mize on third, up to bat. Mr. R.J. Busby. Coach Phil says, R.J., let's go. Let's go. R.J. looks in the first pitch, and it's a worm burner. Back out to Coach Chase for pitch number 2. R.J. loads and schwack, strike one. He drives the ball into center field. Number 2 for West Point's digging for the ball, and he's going to run it into second base. Coach is yelling, throw the ball, throw the ball. R.J. is headed home for what will be a stand-up ding-a-roni. R.J. At the plate, River Rex. River looks in pitch 1. River drives the ball straight up the middle. Good field of the ball by the center fielder. Gets it into second base and holds him to a single. Good solid defensive play. Way to hit the ball, River. Now at the plate, number 5, Brooks Bowen. In the hole, number 2, J.D. Puccio. He also takes pitch 1. Coach is yelling hard as you can. And he drives the ball over the left-hand side of the field. Center fielder once again makes a good field of the ball. Is staring down River. And he overthrows the ball to the fence line. West Point's coach giving some points of encouragement there. And Mr. J.D. Puccio is at the plate. See what JD's got to say about this situation. 2 runners waiting to score, first and second. And he hits the ball straight to second baseman. Second baseman overthrows the shortstop. We got Brooks turning third. JD, and we're yelling home. And he slides into home plate. JD is stand up on third. KJ, the Hammer Caddis, is at the plate. Number 23, Coach Fields giving points of encouragement. Hit the ball hard. Have Charlie Smith on deck. KJ swings to the moon and misses pitch 1. He did not miss pitch 2. second baseman watched it in, and I'll tell you, number 17 in the outfield is a vacuum cleaner for the Warriors. He gets the ball in and holds KJ to a single. Mr. Charlie Smith at the plate, number 12. And Eli Currington is on deck. Charlie takes a couple of practice swings. The mariachi band's playing in the background. He watches pitch. And back. What a rip, Tater Chip, straight to left field. He has burnt the left fielder. The left fielder's slogging along. He threw it. Coach is holding Charlie at second and KJ at third. He put the Beagles on the leash. Eli Currington is at the plate. He drives the ball straight away, straight to center field. Coach is calling halfway. Eli is going to try to take second base. And we've got Charlie held up on third. The ball is in control at the middle of the mound, number 6. That will wrap up the top of the first inning. On defense, holding down first base tonight, Rex River. In the circle, Mr. Dominic Puccio. Second base, Cooper Henley. Rolling up at shortstop tonight will be J.D. Puccio. Third base, Brooks Bowen. Holding down left field tonight, Eli Currington. Left center will be Caden Mize. Right center, Mr. John Paul. And right field will be held down by none other than Charlie Smith. Starting at catcher tonight will be KJ Caddis. The score is 7-0. I'll take just a moment to recognize one of our sponsors, the Mount Olive Painting Company, right there in Mount Olive, Alabama, 205-67569. Your house may be getting a little weathered looking from the winter time. Need a fresh coat of paint? Call up Mount Olive Painting Company and let them come out and sling some paint on your dreary home. Pitch one in, and there's a strike. The Rockets defense, we got a pop fly, is prepped, and going with the third pitch, and another foul ball into the top part of the net. Pitch 3 is fouled off. He's hanging tight. This young man is holding his own at the plate. And umpire signals an out, and he is headed to the pine. Buddy, we got a pitch and change right out of the gate. First base coach went out with his glove and said, I'll handle this. Maybe we've just had a little rotation. I don't know if that's the end of the situation or what. Maybe it was his own son. And he starts it out right with a strike down the middle. Pitch number 2 coming in. And that's strike 2. KJ getting that ball back out to the pitcher. We've Got the ball headed down third baseline, foul ball. We're now into pitch number 4. And he hits the ball straight up the middle. Brooks Bowen handles it, and he'll fire it to 1. Oh, and there's a mishandle of the ball. Hitting in a 3-hole for West Point, number 1. Hits the ball straight to Dominic Puccio. Eli throws it into third base, and we hold that batter at second base. Had a little bobble there at second base. JD come in with us, tripped up a little bit. Things happen. Coach's head put on the Gardendale side, but things are okay. Things are okay. Life goes on, boys. Here we go. We're going to shake it off. We backed each other up. We got the ball in under control with 1 run on the board. It's a foul ball. KJ makes an effort. The ball. Coach comes in with a heat on the third pitch and sits him down. We've got 2 outs here. The bottom of the first inning. Strike 1. Ball's hit to second base. Cooper Hanley, good solid handle of the ball, straight to first, River, and that's 3 away. Hey, I'm still stuck on this.
Close the app and restart it.
So how do I? What do I need to do? I'm ignorant.
Push it halfway, then close it.
Okay.
And then open it.
You gonna bring it back up? Okay.
Sorry, buddy. And I'll probably have to work on it. It's a little buggy. Did you see the defense stuff, or you didn't see any of that?
I didn't see any of it, but I called everybody out just from. Going into the second inning, Gardendale's leading 7-1 over the West Point Warriors. Mr. Dominic Puccio is at the plate. J.P. Petruzella on deck. Coach Chase will take the mound again here in the second inning, giving these boys some different looks. These young men are just they'll see many angles there. That's when the rubber meets the road, as they say. The dynamic of the game truly changes to somewhat of a slower pace. But pitch 1 goes to Dominic Puccio. He drives the ball down the third base line too hot to handle for the third baseman. He throws it into second. Second baseman's not watching. Dominic's taking two. Dominic's rounding two, headed to three. And we will hold him up at third base. Number 11, J.P. Peppersell. Dominic's on third base, ready to score. Coach Phil says, great job, young man. On the ball. That ball goes foul. JP barrel cap. We're rolling in with pitch 2 here. JP drives the ball into left field. JP rounds first base, watches, and he'll take base 2 for a double. West Point fields the ball and will take it home, get control of the field. Mr. Caden Mize is at the plate. He's a big part of the Oven Mitt Mafia, if you look in his back pocket. Caden, RJ. I'm amazed at how these young men at 7 years old are now wearing granny beads and oven mitts to the ball field. It's almost as if we have gone through the pantry drawers to see what's laying around and said, son, take this to the ball field. Give me a break, USA, come on. Had a little break there. West Point's coach trying to get a little pep talk to his boys, pump them up a little bit. And Caden Mize drives the ball down the third base line, foul ball. He put the pipe to the ball. Caden drives the ball into left field. That is cooked, baby. 17 has turned to run the fence. Coach says, hold up on 2. Coach yelling to throw the ball in. Cooper Hanley at the plate. Double deuce. Cooper! What you say, Mr. Hanley? Just a dad and son playing ball. Drives the ball into left field. Left fielder throws the ball in, and the catcher has control of the field. Cooper will go ahead and take second base there. And the umpire calls time. We have no outs. Number 4, R.J. Busby is he watches in pitch. R.J. watches in pitch 2. Puts the out towards base, and he drives the ball into right field. The right fielder makes a good stop, and He's throwing the ball into the catcher at home plate. RJ's going to take second base. Coach Phil going to rub a little love on the kneecap of this number 11. Oh, shin slapper there. He's all good, and we're back to play. Mr. River is at the plate, and he drives the ball into left field. That ball's going to hit the fence line. River's going to second base. Coach Phil holds him up. As Mr. Brooks Bowen comes to the plate to mention another one of our fine sponsors, Armstrong Pump Service and Repair, 205-956-9002. Brooks Bowen drives the ball straight ahead into center field. Some Warriors are headed away, and Brooks comes in to stand up double at second base. Mr. J.D. Puccio at the plate. Brooks Bowen loaded up on two in scoring position. J.D. drives the ball in the left field. J.D.'s rounding into second base, and he's watching. Coach will hold him at two. KJ the Hammer Cat, 23. KJ is always chomping at the bit. And he takes a mighty hack at the ball. Coach Chase's head kind of tilted sideways like, please tell me that ball's not coming at me. Thankfully, it was headed backwards. Pitcher makes a slap at the ball, puts a little leather on it. We're going to try to get JD held up there, and that's 7 runs, folks. The score is 14-1. 14-1. Coach, as they come to the dugout, to get up for a game when you're up 14-1 is a challenge, Coach. But Coach Phil says he's up to the task. Let's go, Rockets. A little defense will do the soul some good. Old Glory is flapping in the wind out in left field. We remember D-Day. All of those World War II veterans that sacrificed their life so that we can play baseball on a Thursday night. What a debt we owe. What a price they paid. Number 6 to the plate for the Warriors. Coach lobs it in, and strike one. And he drives the ball straight away to center field. Caden Mize Fields the ball and throws it in. Good hit by number 6 for the Warriors. Coach calls for double play depth. Got a runner on first. He's asking to pull 2 here. He goes to second. He's got an out. Bowen Hanley connection. Good throw. Good solid catch. And we're rolling. Got a little Gangster's Paradise played in the background. 19 or whenever. Felt like I was about 12 years old. Coach is calling for prep. JD turns 2, and that's the end of the inning. Coach John Eric says, attaboy. It's always fun to turn 2. I would even venture to say they have some of the best gas station food in the Birmingham area. Go by your local Mount Olive Sit-Go station. Grab yourself a breakfast combo for competitors. Is at the plate. He's taking a couple wind-up swings. And coach is making a plea for some cheering out of the dugout. Coach Phil is lending a little advice to the Warriors. It's hard not to do. Anytime you see young men playing ball, you won't see the best in everybody. We're ready to play ball. Charlie's at the helm. Let's see where he'll take this ship. I'll tell you, if Charlie hits the ball with the same velocity he takes that practice swing with, the ball is headed to the Pepsi sign in the left field. Charlie drives the ball down the third baseline. Third base, too hot to handle, catches him on the ankle. We're bringing the ball in, and we've got time at second base. Eli Currington at the plate. Off the little ankle pop there. Speaking of ankle sprains and pops, Springville Pediatrics would love to have your business. Cold, sniffles, broken ankle, scraped elbow, swing him on into Springville Pediatrics. Eli Currington coming in right here. And he takes a late swing into the ball, fouls it off in danger zone, really. Go there on that like white on rice. Eli drives the ball straight to the shortstop, through the shortstop's legs. Left field handles the ball, a little bobble. Charlie will hold tight on the bag. Dominic Puccio drives the ball over the shortstop's head, handled by the left fielder. He throws it in. Looks like Charlie will score on that run. How about an RBI for number 3, Mr. Dominic. He has to say. The fastest hands in the West, as I call it. And he drives the ball down the left-hand sideline. Eli is turning third. Coach is calling off the dogs. We have 3 young men on the white pillow basis. And this game is dragging right along for the Rockets. Caden Mize at the plate with 3 ducks on the pond. He drives the ball in the left field. We've had pretty much no option. This looks like a grand slam, folks. Coach is holding him up at 2. Caden Mize laid the hammer down that time. Cooper Hanley just drives a ball into left field, almost off the backside of the mountain here at Tradition. We've sent out a search crew for the ball. Looks like it's going to be a triple relay back into the pitcher. I mean, just a dad and son playing ball in the yard. Oh, and we follow it up with a doodle bopper. Cooper winds up and he drives the ball into left field. It's mishandled by number 17. 17 is on the run. And the coach for West Point is yelling, "Throw the ball, throw the ball." Coach Chase says, "Way to hit it, son, way to hit it." It appears that Mr. Mize is cooking up dinner out at second base with that oven mitt, playing in the dirt like a dauber. And R.J. Busby is at the plate, ready to drive the ball. Coach Phil yells, "Drive the ball." And indeed, he hits a missile. He's rounding, and Coach says, "Hold up, young man." And first base, he is held. The right fielder has called timeout from right field successfully. I'll give him a pat on the back for that. It's hard to pull that off. And Mr. River is at the plate, and we will see if he will roll on down the river. And he drives the ball straight up the left-hand side of the field, and it is going to bounce off the green in the outfield. And RJ headed for third. River will be held up on second base. As we spoke of before, it'd be a great day for a Pandy's snow biz. I wish Pandy's was pulled up right here, right now, and I'd love to have a snow biz. I'm a coconut or pina colada fan, but see Mr. Charlie Smith. He may be a hot sauce Snowbiz fan. He drives the ball. Well, that's Brooks Bowen. Shame on the commentator. Mr. Tim Busby won't toss me off the commentator stage tonight for miscalling a player. Brooks Bowen drives the ball down the left-hand field and is held at bay. J.D. Puccio straight up the middle. Number 2 rolls in, does a ballerina spin. 17 throws the ball in aggressively. Coach says, that'll be it. Call off the dogs, and he sends them in to play a little defense. Your score now. It may be a good idea jewelers and buy your wife or it may be a good idea to leave that Jeff Jewelers right Jeff and get your honey some bling for her finger or her neck. It's always a good day at the ballpark, especially when Jace comes up to me. He's running away now, but I was going to try to get a little commentary from a sibling. Got his ears lowered, as they say. Got a little shift in play here. Mr. Caden Mize at first base. Mr. Dominic Puccio holding down second base. J.P. Petrozella at the pitcher's mound. Eli Curington going to shortstop. Charlie Hot Sauce Smith at third base. We've got K.J. Caddis behind the plate. Swinging out here in right field is Cooper Hanley. Right center, J.D. Puccio. And we've had a ball slammed. Eli handles the ball, throws it straight to first base, and that's an out, boys and girls. That's a baseball play by number 8, Eli Curington. The coach is throwing in the hat saying, son, what a play. Attaboy. I'm going to go in live right at this time to Coach Phil. Coach Phil, what do you say?
Hey, I'm going to tell you what, son. Looks like he's been there all year. I tell you that much.
Coach Phil coming in to Eli. Good handle of the ball. Eli gets a lot of play around the house. We love to play out in the front yard. And it's just fun, folks. Florida baseball. It brings folks together. You make friends out here that you will keep the rest of your life. Just a few years back in the old Pleasant Grove Park, last forever at the ballpark. This young man has hit another ball. J.P. Petrozella handles it at the pitcher's mound straight behind base. He sucks it in like a vacuum, and that's an out, folks. We got 2 outs, and the Rockets are on fire. The Warriors are finding a little groove here, at least putting the ball into play. And it has at least give the defense a little work here. Eli's having to handle an overthrow back to the pitcher. sweeps away. That looks like that is strike two. May have been strike three. I don't know. The umpire says throw another ball. And he hits the ball at the second base. Dominic Fuccio handles it. And the umpire says safe at first base. Great play by Dominic Fuccio to keep control of that ball. I'll tell you what, you've got a schedule when you can just play plug and play like we've done here and take the outfield, roll them straight into the infield, and never miss a beat. The ball goes to shortstop, Eli Currington. Oh, and Eli tosses it over to Dom. And right here Eli needs to handle the ball right here. Dom takes it, that's okay. And just as I start talking, plugging, you get so used to playing a certain position, and it's not so plug and play. Number one puts the ball into play. J.P. Petrozella handles the ball, and that will shut down the system for the West Point Warriors. J.P. made a great play there. Looks like the boys are throwing in the gloves, and the West Point Warriors are having to wave the flag of surrender. Miss Karen Puccio's getting her that we'll enjoy later on, and we sure appreciate all of the pictures that she takes in the games. What a joy to go back and look at these things for generations to come.